Wonderful to get connected again. We are in the process of introducing ourselves. Introducing yourself can be effectively done if you are going to have a natural way of talking, if you remain cool, and if the informations that you have is accurate and clear and interesting, because this is the first activity that is going to impress people. You are getting connected with somebody. If your language is not going to be natural, if you have fear, you won't be able to do that. This is the beginning. And today's video, we are going to talk about how we are going to introduce the family, what you can talk about your education, and how you can tell people that you have a talent or an interest. So when you introduce your family, what can you tell? You can tell, I live with my parents in Ponneri, or I come from India, or I am an Indian and we live in Virudhunagar and we are a family of 6. I live with my parents. If you are a single mom, you can say, I am a single mom. I have 2 kids. I have a boy who is 7-year-old and my daughter is 4-year-old. It's very interesting that I have my mom and dad with me and they take care of my daughter while I go to work. If you are going to talk a little more about your family, if there are interesting informations, you must know that I come from an extended family and we are a family of 9 members, and most of the relatives, we live in a community and about 32 to 33 people live at a radius of 1 kilometer. Such interesting informations you can give. It is going to be very interesting. Then it depends upon the context and the level of people that you talk to. If you are a student, you can say formally that I come from a family of 6. I live with my grandparents and my mom and dad take care of me. I am the only child. Like that you can tell. So interesting informations related to your family can be given to those people who are really special to you. Otherwise, you can give the basic information that you need to give. I am very sure that you will be able to do that, and all these things, all these structures and all that, you know that already. Only thing is you must know how to maneuver your, you have to adjust and then speak what is relevant and what is needed and what is required at that moment, depending upon the situation you are in. Now coming to education. What can you talk about your education? You can tell, I go to this elementary school and I am in grade 6. I am a 9th grader going to Mountain House High School, and my school is at a walkable distance. You can say that I have a basic degree in economics, or I have a degree in design, or I am doing architecture. I am in the 2nd year of my basic degree. You can say, if you are a PhD person, you can say, I have a PhD in this, or I am in the final year of my advanced diploma. You can say, I am a qualified teacher. What do you mean by that? You have a degree and you also have a professional degree, which is B.Ed or a teacher's, there is a professional degree for becoming a teacher. You have a professional degree in education. I go to Loyola College. I am in the 2nd year of my visual communications and I have plans of doing my master's, or I am doing my master's. I am in the 1st year of my master's, and or I am in the 2nd year of my diploma and I do mechanical engineering. All these informations you can gather and you can tell. You can also say, I am in the final year of my high school and I have plans of going to a college. I just got my results. You can always say, I just got my result. Or you can say, I am trying to present my final paper in the PhD. All these informations you can have in hand and you can tell it the way it is relevant. And what is, if you are going for a job, then you have to be very specific. You have to tell where your strength is and where your weakness is. If I am going for a teacher's job, I have to tell that I have a basic degree in BS physics and I have done my professional degree in education. I am waiting for my master's in education. My strength is organizing these examinations and collecting data in order to help the child, help the teacher, help the management, and help the heads of institutions and the heads of departments. So there I feel I am very strong, apart from the classes that I can go. So all these informations, if it is related to your profession, if it is related to an interview, then you talk more about your education. So what can you talk about? You can also say something about the interesting talent that you may have or the kind of interests that you have when you are introducing yourself. See, introducing yourself can be real fun. You have to just, people will be listening to you because if they know that you are telling whatever you say is so true, they are all ears for you. So they will be listening to you. So you can tell that I have a unique talent of putting column, a very big column, every single day when I am at home. When I come from the hostel, I do this. My mom will be waiting for me. Or you can say, when I come from the hostel, the job that I do every single morning, I give an elaborate breakfast to everyone. Or you can say, I have a wonderful habit of reading books. I don't differentiate whether I have to read a comic book or a newspaper or a political paper or a fiction or an ordinary story or mythological story, any story I have to read. Without reading, I cannot go to sleep. Or you can say that I have a good ear for music. I keep listening to music. I love listening to country music. So like this, you can talk about your interests. So when you are introducing yourself, now what have we seen so far? When we have introduced ourselves, we have told who we are. And we have told where we are coming from. And we have given them an idea about our family. We have given people what we have studied, the information that is relevant to them, we give. And we make the people understand that we also have a special talent. I have a special talent. I wait for my grandson and have a game of Monopoly. It can be as simple as that. Or I am a very good athlete and I go to the ground and I have to have my jogging for about 45 minutes and then only. See, all these informations now when you are introducing yourself, if you think that is a unique quality and if you think that that is very important for me to know about, then you can give. Introducing yourself can be real joy. You only have to keep yourself cool and natural with all informations ready in hand. And it is going to be correct, right? You're not going to manipulate and tell something which is not there in your life. So it is going to be very interesting for you. So I really wish that you use all these tips and introduce yourself. Now take out a paper, write a short introduction. See whether you have covered all the points that you think that you are going to introduce yourself to a very interesting personality. Now start introducing yourself. Write down everything and see whether you are able to read it. If you want to make corrections, you make corrections. And then practice that. You can even write down, let me see whether I will be able to read as many as I can. I would love to see that. So introducing yourself can be fun if you know how to tell who you are, where you come from, and some information about your family and the kind of studies that you have done. A little bit about your extra education and your talent and your interest and your weakness, whatnot. It's going to be so easy. It's all in there and you are going to do that very well. Thank you very much. I loved talking to you. I will come to you with some other topic very soon. Take care.